Listen carefully to see how many people you know.
If Shark Tank was around in my era, I would be a billionaire for all of my discoveries and inventions throughout my lifetime. I, Benjamin Franklin, was the 15th child and last son of my family. I was born on January 17, 1706. My education was at Boston Latin School. I was moved at 10 years old to work with my father, Josiah Franklin, to become a candle maker, but I did not think that was my thing. What I was really interested in was science and architecture. Because of my astute, creative, and rational attributes, I was able to accomplish much in my lifetime. Those interests progressed for me throughout my lifetime. I am known for inventing the lightning rod, being on the $100 bill, being one of the founding fathers of the Declaration of Independence and Constitution. I was apprenticed at 12 years old to my brother, James, at his print shop. James refused not to publish any of my writing. I adopted the pseudonym Mrs. Silence Dogood and her 14 imaginative and witty letters. They were published in my brother's newspaper, the New England Current, but when James discovered that the letters were mine, he got very furious. When I was 17, I was abused by James and escaped to New York, but ended up settling in Philadelphia. Ever since I was an inventor and scientist, people have described me as an astute or smart man. I have been interested in science and architecture ever since I was a kid. I enjoyed inventing things that solve specific problems. In addition to inventing the lightning rod and bifocals, I also discovered electricity. I discovered electricity by flying a kite and putting a metal key on the string. I do love learning, but I also love educating on a hands-on way. One thing I always tell people is, tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. It was well known that I knew lots about many things. In 1732, I wrote an almanac from the pseudonym Poor Richard, and I published one each year for the next 26 years and sold almost 10,000 copies every year. When I sold the Poor Richard's Almanac, I heard people say, he's so creative. I was a journalist and author since 1713. My rational way of thinking complemented my creativity and helped me to invent many useful things. Because I was known as a giant in textuality, the U.S. sent me as a diplomat to France to sign a critical treaty during the Revolution. All I have accomplished has now come to an end. I died of gout on April 17, 1790, at the age of 84. I died in Pennsylvania. 20,000 people attended my funeral, making it the largest ever of a politician at the time. After hearing about my life, I'm confident that you will think of me as more than an inventor, but a journalist and scientist as well.